Hello everyone. Today's topic is very important, especially for IT professionals in their mid-career phase, age between 35 to 40 years, who may feel stuck and unsure of their next steps. So today we have invited Kumar Verma, who have over 27 years of extensive experience in the information technology industry. Throughout his career, Dev has played various roles, transitioning from a developer to a business analyst to a project manager to a delivery manager to an agile coach, and at present, program manager of the Cloud Center of Excellence. We are thrilled to welcome Dev to help us to understand this problem and, more importantly, find potential solutions. So, welcome, Dev.
Thank you so much, Sunan. Thank you for your humble introduction and giving me an opportunity to talk about such a crucial subject, which is, I definitely see it absolutely relevant to most of us, very especially from the age bracket you talked about, 35 onwards or 40s onwards. Yeah. Thank you very much for the opportunities, Sunan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Dev. So, if you allow, shall we start?
Yeah, let's begin. Yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so before we start, if in a very brief, if you can just describe, I know it's very difficult, but if you can
Mhm.
just want to share about your experience, your journey in a brief.
Yeah. So my journey in the industry have been very, very interesting. I started my career in a small software company. I went for my master's program. Post MBA, I got into a financial services industry, and then after 5 years, I switched my career from finance to an IT industry. And ever since I started way back in almost 20 odd years before, I continued into the IT industry and had different roles, as you mentioned about from developers to up to the program manager, Cloud Center of Excellence. It's been an exciting journey and had wonderful opportunities to work with great mindset in my industry. Yeah.
Thank you, Dev. Okay, Dev. So my first question is that how can people in their 40s effectively navigate a job search in today's rapidly changing job market? Your thought on that, Dev?
Yeah. Interesting question, Sunan. Navigating job search is itself is a big task, and it's not easy the way things are progressing these days. Potential hiring managers have use digital, hiring strategy as one of the core approach to hire, bring the talent in their organizations. So my suggestion or my experience, which I have always tried using it, we should go and make best use of the country specific job sites, use excellent use of professional networking websites such as LinkedIn, or search sites like Seek, Indeed. Certain countries uses Reed, Expertier, and Monster, and so on and so forth. And if we are looking for job hunt in India as a geography, then there are sites like Naukri and so on and so forth, which people extensively hunt for. And even those websites have evolved a lot. They give you guidances and how to keep your resume, a video resume ready, how to come into a higher such criteria. So the important strategy why we need to do all these, make use of these approaches is basically so that we get onto the hiring manager as soon as possible. Yeah, that's the whole idea.
Thank you, Dev. Dev, I just want to add maybe one more point over here. You mentioned about external job portals and all, but I think there is one more thing over here is that internal job portals. Maybe if
Yeah.
you remember, like in most of the big organizations like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and so
Right.
on, they have their internal job sites where they keep on posting. So
Mhm.
if you feel that some specific position which you think is something which you can apply for, I think
Mhm.
that is again a, I mean, what do you think about that option? Which
Uh,
is,
Again, a very important, like when we are working in IT companies, searching a job inside the organization is almost equivalent to searching a job outside.
absolutely.
So it sometimes it takes almost the same amount of effort, I would say that way. So the approach on that also, the organizational HR system and our senior leaders also keep reminding us that make sure your profile is up to date in the organizational portal, and
Absolutely.
we can customize our job search over there inside. Like, let's say for example, I'm working as a project manager, wanted to move to an engineering management role, so we should keep looking out for those internal job postings. Some people call it IJP. So we can keep looking at what the expectation from those roles people have, and then make sure you are able to bring up those kind of experiences into your resume, which is you are using for internal job search. That's also very important. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dev.
Mhm.
Okay. So the next question is, yeah, I mean, little odd, but people still feel that the ageism is play a very important role. So, what are the some strategies for job seekers in their 40s to overcome that ageism in the job search process? So, is it a myth or is it still exit? What is your take on that, Dev?
It's a known perception, to be honest, and I would still use the word perception here because how people keep perceiving experience. There are two school of thought. Somebody treats an experienced person as a wise person. Some people treat it as a burden, because but how do we project ourselves in the industry? That matters the most. And as the saying goes, the age is just a number, so we should not get perturbed or bogged down by that thought process. Oh, I'm in my 40s, I may not be relevant. Uh, the, but the only thing is, we need to make a conscious effort to stay relevant and stay connected to the industry. So one of the strategy which I use is become part of the professional knowledge sharing forums. Like in Europe and UK, we have one of the forum called Meetup. Is very popular. Attending such forums gives us insights what people from in the industry from different age groups, or what kind of work they are doing, what kind of experience they have, and that helps us to stay very refreshed, I would say. So staying young at job is also very very important, and these are some of the thought process which I have for that. Yeah.
Great. Thank you for that, Dev.